channel.
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel Finalwhistle. In a couple of hours, Nigeria will take on Zimbabwe, and this is Finalwhistle talking about the potential lineup that we might see in Akwa Ibom Stadium. Gochuku and Ewa, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Believe me, there's a lot of players to choose from. I've always said that 23 players worthy of starting, worthy of getting minutes. So it's high time we do our own mathematics and hope Chelle follows in our footsteps or his own ideology, because the last time he been shocked us. So in my own thinking, because I said different match, different approach, different pattern, different type of players, I'm going to go a little bit different from what I went last time against Rwanda. So in goal, Stanley Bali, no other person, but still him at the moment. I'm sticking with Ola Aina because of their left winger. That Udinese guy, I believe Zamora. I know he's a tough time to deal with, and Ola Aina sometimes might get cocky. So I'm sticking with Bright Samuel Osaya at right back. Just Ekong and Kevin Bassi, solid 5 and 6. Left back, I'm benching Ola. Now this time around, I'm going for Bruno Sopru Emachi because I believe that we need crosses in the box, because that is one of their own weakness. We need crosses in the box. So midfield this time around, different approach. I felt that last game was an exhibition for Chukwueze, of which he failed. I'm expecting Rafael Onyedika to walk back into the lineup to ease off pressures and workload of Ndidi. So I'm going for a double pivot in this scenario, which is a three midfielder. Sorry, Alex Iwobi, Wilfred Ndidi, and Rafael Onyedika. These three midfielders can bounce off each position in the attacking and central midfield and the defensive midfield role. Then the free slot will definitely go for Osihmen Simon, Ademola Lookman, and Victor Osihmen. They can rotate in whatever minutes and whatever tactics in time, depending on what game plan the Zimbabwe team brings to the table. So I think this is my own lineup, and I'm thinking that possible these players will start.
Eric shocked all of us last time.
Yeah.
So I hopefully we don't see that happen again, because we saw how the first half panned out. I think a lot of us will agree that we did not control the game as we ought to. So I think for me, in goal has to be Stanley Nwabali. For now, he's the most dependable goalkeeper that we have, even though we don't like his dark art and all that. So for my back four, I would like to switch up a bit. I would like to see Osai, because yesterday the coach confirmed that there are no injuries. So I love what he did that last game. So Osai starts for me in that back four. Bassi, Ekong, and Sopuru. Bruno. Yeah. Bruno should do that for me, that back four. Going to my midfield, I didn't like what happened in the midfield sector. I was not comfortable with how we played in the first half. So I think Rafael has to start the game, because I love what he did
when he came on. We regained that midfield position.
So, so I think I would go with 4-2-3-1. Okay. 4-2-3-1. I think that's what I will go with. Although it can be rotated as much as the game moves. So in my midfield sector, I'm going with double pivot, Rafael and Wilfred Ndidi. Okay. They're going to do that for me. And my three forwards, that the three, it has to be Iwobi, Osihmen Simon, and Ademola Lookman. Ademola Lookman playing the 10. Then up front I have Victor Osihmen. Okay. That's what
they can rotate in whatever positions they are on. Okay. Eric Sigaushel Jr.
Yes. You know, the last time I had a little bit of a different lineup from you guys. So I'm still 70% going for that same. The thing is, you ask yourself, if we are trying, because all of us did not see what Eric Sigaushel cooked the last time. We didn't see it coming. So at the point when I was trying to go up what my lineup is going to be like, if eventually he got on me, is there any point trying to waste time when this man can always do his thing? So, but I still decided not to go with Stanley Nwabali. We can't keep condemning you and you don't want to learn. You know, the last time I chose Tamas Obasogi, there was a reason why, and he proved me right again by all of this delay tactics and antics. You didn't get any shots at. You were just having an holiday in goal post. So your normal, just throw the ball. There's no need for all of those things. So I'm going for Tamas Obasogi. I don't have any regret about that. Ekong is going to be normal. Number 5 row, then Bassi. Then I have Olaino. I just think he's still the best right back we've had. Okay. Better than Bright Osai regardless. Okay. And then on a good day, he's an offensive asset for us.
Yeah.
Going forward. So and I decided to go for Bruno Onyemachi as a left back in a natural position. Right, so I should see this one out. And I think I agree with you guys in the middle of the park. Oyindika and Wilfred Ndidi. apparently Wilfred Ndidi is the most. Is you guys don't know that Wilfred Ndidi is my favorite player in the Super Eagles. Now, there's not favoritism now, but I feel like I really don't want the bulk of the mopping work should be on him this time around. So I'm going to partner him with Rafael Onyedika in the middle. So aside that, we have Alex Iwobi and Moses Simon. Okay. So it's a 4-4-2 diamond formation, the exact type he used in the first half or against Rwanda. So we have Onyedika and Ndidi, then we have Iwobi and Moses Simon, hopefully. Okay. Then Lukman and Osihmen, easy.
Similar players. I think the only difference with our formation is Omas, the goalkeeping section.
Yeah, and then the left
back.
Yeah.
Okay, I picked Osai, you picked Osai, you picked Ola. So we agreed on the left back.
And we all agreed that Bruce deserves his start.
He has to be the right back now. I think he's the right back.
He'll be the right back.
Ola go to right back. And Bruce slot at the natural left. Because when he came on, I was like, this is a proper left back because we were marshalling. And I was thinking, okay, there's this balance to the team. You understand? It was balanced and everything. For some reason, three of us agreeing on Rafael Onyedika. How brilliant is that guy?
Oh God, you can't. One of the best coaches in the world that has ever graced football, Pep Molo Guardiola.
Molo is in his name.
Molo did, yeah. And at the same Molo, Sekushel the Bab.
Oh yeah, I see the similarity.
So I think if a coach like that can tell you this guy is brilliant, and the guy came on in that game in the Champions League and still scored.
I'm telling you, scored against Man City in first
So
half.
what are you now telling me? We saw him coming in against Rwanda. He was begging for the ball, and that's what he
no longer. Give me this ball, make a play.
Once the ball, he go meet the defender, collect him, absorb the pressure. No, please, let's not talk too much. I think the problem is the fact that he plays in the Belgium league. That's why people don't understand how brilliant he is. I feel like if he makes this move this summer, we would now understand what we have in our hands.
The guy is a very good player.
It's too good.
He makes it very easy.
Yes. So the simple thing he does, people just say, what is it?
He does it very easy, and then I think he hardly makes mistake. You hardly see, and that is why you need a goalkeeper that can actually not delay ball, because you see him opening already. He confidently collects the ball from you, and he's playing the ball sideways and accurately. You hardly dispossess him. He hardly loses the ball. Do you understand? So I didn't think he might shock us. Sekaje must shock us because the way he shocked us the last time. Let's not be shocked. I saw the training. Papadani missed the ball and he asked him to do a press up. You understand? So he's that.
The groomer.
He's that kind of person that you know. I'm not sure the players even know what. So I think he makes football more easier. But as far as he said every of those players on the list deserves to start. So now it's not depending on how. And then let's not forget that there are ways coaches look at these things. Some players come in to read the game, so they are best when they come in. Bruno Imachi might have started that match and you'll be like, what is that? Yes, what's going on? But you saw when he came in, so they call them jokers. So you will just come and play the card when they see that everything is trying to. So the thing is, once you have a lineup that can get you whatever you want, you now bring in your jokers to come and stabilize the game. We've seen them play out. There are players like that. Kanu Nwankwo used to do that. When you see that, okay, you need somebody that can probably hold on the play to get fouled, then you bring in him. You see all those fouls in those very dangerous areas, and then before you know it, the team is going to lose. They're going to lose possession, and they're going to lose all of those things. So I think he knows the team. Whatever he goes with, we'll have to support him, because I'm sure that all of us had a different opinion when we saw that lineup the last time. Because why would you have a left back, a natural left back, and using a right back in that position? If I had gone AWire, then we would have come for him.
So I'm telling you. So guys, before we go, any possible substitutions name coming into your books, like possible substitutions that we might see. You know, I've talked about the debutant so far. Ole Tolu Arokodere as mid-name.
I have very, very, very good substitution I'm hoping to see. I would love to see indeed the sub for Papa Daniel. I don't know why.
I want to see that boy play.
I don't know why.
Why are you going to?
Probably in the 70th minute.
I've seen him play before, so I'm not.
No, it's a different. I want to see him play.
Okay, you want the award? Yeah, I understand.
And it will actually help his trial and everything.
Help him, bro.
You understand? This international recognition will actually help his trial.
That's why we have to call on anybody that gets to start. Let them get the work done as early as possible. So that other people we've not even seen Igor Ogbu.
Yes,
a lot of them.
Jordan.
A lot of them.
No, Jordan.
You understand?
Jordan knows what he's here for now.
What was he here for?
What is he here for? He came to here to visit.
Flo, please respect the fact that he's a super Eagles player.
First
So,
23, first 22 never
What do you
played.
mean?
But wait, now they offend me. Oh. Out of all this option, none of them don't even call senior man.
Who's that?
Boniface now.
Boniface has had this time now.
He has had his time now.
In this
We are talking about
Some people never play.
Some people never play now.
Score.
Some people have not played now. Yeah, some people have not.
Lord,
had
no
their
rate
chance.
you. Thank you very
No,
much.
we are saying it's not about rating.
It's not about rating.
You know, he's one of the players I said will get their goals in this international break,
Okay.
but he has to get minutes first before getting goals. But we are talking about a player that have not
kicked the ball before.
not kicked the ball.
Mm.
So maybe we might see Bankole too. Bankole too.
Okay.
I don't think
Regardless,
so.
thank you very much, guys. Yes, this is Final Whistle's predicted lineup, AY's lineup, my lineup, and Gochuku lineup. For some reasons, I think we only have differences in the goalkeeping section and in the right back section. But regardless, Eriksen might shock us like he did against Rwanda. But the most important thing is May will win, regardless of the player we start. Like he said, 23 players deserving of the number 1 spot to start. Well, feel free to go to the comment section and share your own predicted lineup. That's our time.
Talking about the fact that we're the winning this thing. Hey, what do you think?
Okay, the prediction
scoreline.
line. What do you think?
The prediction. I think he's going to be like. I think last one was scored 2. So I think we'll still score 2 goals this time, man. 2 goals to 0.
Goes to nothing.
Yeah, 2 goals to 0.
I'm going bold 4-1. This is the high scoring game. 4-1. We'll concede 1, but 4.
Can you bet on it?
We'll do that back off the camera and everything. What are you going for?
I'm looking at a scrappy win. I won't lie to you guys.
Like 2-1 or 1-0.
1-0.
I don't know, 1-0 will not do justice to this fixture.
It doesn't matter. What matters to me is 3 points.
No win, but
What matters to me is 3 points. I'm looking at this a very scrappy win. If we score 2 goals, then they might score us.
okay.
Take it to the bank.
Viewer, I should take it which bank?
Take it to the bank.
So viewers, go to the comment section and share your predicted lineup